Hello, my name is Andrea and my colleague Raluca, and we are going to interview our Mrs. Luminița Tudor, our scholar counselor, about the topic of discrimination based on appearance. To adults to develop mental problems because of their physical aspect. What kind of problems and why?
Yes, being a teenager is not very simple because the teenage period is a period where important changes began, and that changes happens on several domains. On physical aspects, you all know very well that several changes come because your body is changing. On psychical aspects, you are changing because the things you want and the things you dream of are different than before, than during primary school, for example. And the third the third important change is that you begin to think different. You begin to think like a small adult, but you are not independent like them. So all these changes have an important impact to your whole life. That means that you begin to question about who you are, and who you are supposed to accept you as being in your body and not in everyone else's body, and our body is not always a body that we admire. The main problems based on physical appearance are anorexia and bulimia, but they are not the only one. There are many important physical issues and psychical issues that begin from a pressure on how important the physical appearance is. Because in the teenagers' world, you have a certain standard. You all want to fit in something shaped before. The girls want to have a certain height or have a certain weight. The boys want to look in a certain way. So all these shapes you want to fit in are not created in a natural way. They are created by several factors that you have in your life. They are created by media, they are created through peer pressure.
What are the main factors that influence the way teenagers perceive themselves, media or peer pressure?
I would say media and peer pressure, but these are not the only one. Sometimes parents are a very important factor, because parents want that teenager look like a proper teenager, and being a proper teenager in opinion of some parents does not mean to wear jeans, or does not mean to wear a short skirt, does not mean to have piercing. Parents are also a very important factor. Sometimes media creates a fake image about how a teenager should look. That because on TV you see only teenager looking very thin or looking all tall. Height is also a problem about appearance on the teenager period.
What do you do to help them? Can parents and friends help them too? How?
The main help that I can offer to teenager is that I am listening to them. An important issue is that I cannot solve problems to anyone. Not a problem based on physical appearance, not on problems based on family conflict or things like that. My main job is to listen to teenagers and to help them to find solutions that fit in their life. Parents and friends can give a bigger support that I can bring, because the teenager waits to be listened by parents and to be accepted who they are, not who they should be. Friends are very important at this period, because friends can accept teenager, and then they can give a feedback that your look is okay, you should not look in a certain way. But sometimes friends does not give this feedback, and that's why many problems can appear.
Can appearance based on discrimination have results on their lives later on as adults?
Problems based on physical appearance that are not solved at teenage period can have more complication when being an adult, because then can other psychical problems appear, like anxiety and depression, and one can look the whole life something that was not found during the teenage period.
During your session with students, have you dealt with the topic of bulimia or anorexia or any other eating disorders? Have you ever had cases of teenagers suffering from bulimia or anorexia?
Yes, every school year I have at least one case from every mental problem, at least one case of anorexia and one case of bulimia. These cases are not so rare as we can think they are, but asking help from the school counselor is not very simple, because a teenager should first admit that has a problem, and the second step is to want to talk about it. I'm sure, and I know from my discussions with other students, that their friends, many of their friends, have problems like anorexia and bulimia, but it's not very easy for them to talk about it, and it's not very easy to admit they have a problem.
Thank you for all your answers.
You're welcome.